Hello again and welcome to another edition of Political Trends Daily. I am your regular host OJ Matthew. Political Trends Daily is a current affairs program that is thought-provoking, revealing, incisive, analytical, informative and action-packed. It comes to you every weekday where national burning issues are discussed. Political Trends Daily can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify and other podcast channels. In today's edition, we are focusing our attention on the battle between outgoing Zamfara State Governor Bello Matawalle and the Economic Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC. Should EFCC go after Buhari's cabinet members? That is the topic of the day. I will be speaking with the spokesman of the commission. Stay tuned. I am OJ Matthew. I'll be right back. Hi there. I'm OJ Matthew. My show Political Trends Daily every weekday. A podcast launched on your favorite podcast app and radio station will give you the opportunity to listen and have your say on myriad of issues in Nigerian politics and around the world. The show is on all issues like politics, sports, entertainment, celebrity gist, and news review. My hope is that you maintain your sense of humor to digest all that you hear on the show. Don't forget, you can always have your say on our social media handles like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please make sure to join me 12 noon West African time every weekday on Spreaker, Spotify, Apple, and iHeartRadio podcast apps. Political Trends Daily, your weekday companion for news and analysis. Welcome back. And now to the background of the topic. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has announced that Zamfara Governor Bello Matawalle is under investigation for alleged 70 billion naira fraud. A statement on Thursday said the All Progressives Congress chieftain is being investigated for corruption, the award of phantom contracts, and diversion. The commission noted that the money was sourced as a loan from an old generation bank, purportedly for the execution of projects across the local government areas. The funds were allegedly diverted by the governor through proxies and contractors who received payments for contracts that were not executed. The FCC said its investigations reveal how more than 100 companies received payments from the funds with no evidence of service rendered to the state. The anti-graft agency disclosed that some of the contractors quizzed made startling revelations on how they were allegedly compelled by the governor. The contractors were asked to return the funds received from the state's coffers back to him after converting the same to United States dollars. The monies were returned to the governor through some of his commissioners, notably the commissioners in charge of finance and local government affairs. In reaction, the Zamfara State Governor dared the EFCC and asked the commission to go after Buhari's cabinet and other officials and not a selective justice. And that brings us the question on today's edition of the show, Political Trends Daily. Should EFCC go after Buhari's cabinet members? We are glad to have the spokesman of the commission on phone with us. Of course, he is Mr. Wilson Wajirin. Thank you very much for joining us on Political Trends Daily.
It's my pleasure.
Let me begin by asking you, will the commission go after President Buhari's cabinet?
There's nothing like EFCC going after President Buhari's cabinet. We are not selective of who we go after. The important thing is this: whoever violates the law, whoever commits an offense that falls within the purview of the EFCC, the commission will go after the person. It does not matter whether you are in the cabinet of the president or not. The issue is, have you violated the law? Have you committed a crime? If you have committed a crime and the commission has enough evidence to go after you, we will go after you. It is immaterial whether you are serving in the government, in the cabinet of the president, or you are serving at the subnational level. What matters is whether an offense has been committed and the commission has enough evidence to make an arrest. We will certainly take action.
Are there any other high-profile cases apart from that of the Governor Matawalle case that you have before you right now?
Well, Straight away, we have a number of high-profile cases that are under investigation, but it is not in our style to go to public with cases under investigation until investigations are concluded. What we did yesterday was just to set the record straight so that Nigerians will have the knowledge of where the Zamfara governor is actually coming from. That essentially was the reason why we gave out that information. Before his attack on the commission, nobody knew that the EFCC was investigating the Zamfara government. But we had to set the record straight so that people will understand that his comment was actually a way of fighting back because the commission was investigating his administration. But for me to come on air now and mention the cases that are under investigation by the commission, I think that will not be proper.
Can we then say this is not a selective justice, right?
I think the perception that we are going after outgoing governor is absolutely wrong. I'm sure if you are in this country and you have been following the activities of the commission, you will appreciate the fact that not too long ago, an accountant general of the federation, the sitting accountant general of the federation, was arrested by the commission, charged to court for monumental corruption. That official is not an official of the any state government. He's not even working at the subnational level. He works in the federal with the federal government. But the commission didn't say because you work for the federal government and you have committed a crime, we should overlook it or ignore it. We took measures, brought him to, we arrested him, and he's currently facing prosecution in court. There are also several cases in other sectors of the economy, private sectors. You have captains of industries that we have investigated and charged to court. You have politicians that are not even serving in government that we have investigated and charged to court. So, issues of outgoing governor is irrelevant. Like I explained earlier, the issue is there are laws that the commission is mandated to enforce. If you infringe upon those laws, regardless of the sector where you operate, it is incumbent on the commission to take action against you. What should interest Nigeria is whether the commission is actually doing that, not whether the focus is on outgoing governor or incoming governors. That is irrelevant. The laws, if for governors who are even in office, the law says you can investigate them, but you cannot prosecute them while they are in office. But once they leave office, the law permits the EFCC to take action. Governors should ensure that when they are serving, they play by the rules so that they don't attract any attention from law enforcement agencies. I think that is what Nigerians should be more concerned about, not the focus of EFCC or who EFCC is investigating and who EFCC is not investigating.
Well, before I let you go, sir, is the commission concerned about Matawalle's allegation or opinion on his ordeal?
What is important now, as far as I'm concerned, is for Nigerians to be sensitive to the fact that we are in a period of transition now. And for us as an agency, we are mindful of our history. We recognize that each time there is a transition period, political transition in this country, you have elements who are under investigation that usually come up and raise up bogus allegations that they cannot substantiate just to discredit the commission and curry the favor of the next administration. We want to alert the public from this kind of trend and also discourage it because it distracts the commission from doing this work. So, like my colleague alerted yesterday, we expect that the kind of allegations, the kind of wide allegations that Matawalle made, more of such allegations will come up, but those who want to discredit the leadership of the commission, and Nigeria should be mindful of it. And let them not distract the EFCC because we have a lot that we need to do for this country. And the fight against corruption is one that all of us should be involved in, and we shouldn't allow a less corrupt element to take our eyes away from the ball.
Well, we must have to leave it here. Thank you very much, Mr. Wilson. We appreciate your time with us this morning.
It's my pleasure. Thanks.
And that was Mr. Wilson Wajiren, the EFCC spokesman. The drama continues, and be rest assured that we will keep you posted on this battle between the Zamfara State's outgoing governor and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC. So on this note, we have come to the end of the program for today. Do well to join me next time for another fresh edition. I am OJ Matthew saying goodbye and have a lovely weekend.